Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Remember that what you now have was once among the things you only hoped for. He who is not satisfied with a little is satisfied with nothing. Is God willing to prevent evil, but not able? Then he is not omnipotent. Is he able, but not willing? Then he is malevolent. Is he both able and willing? Then whence cometh evil? Is he neither able nor willing? Then why call him God? Death, therefore, the most awful of evils, is nothing to us, seeing that, when we are, death has not come, and, when death has come, we are not. Of all the means to ensure happiness, throughout the whole life, by far the most important is the acquisition of friends. The wealth required by nature is limited, and is easy to procure, but the wealth required by vain ideals extends to infinity. You don't develop courage by being happy in your relationships every day. You develop it by surviving difficult times and challenging adversity. Not what we have, but what we enjoy, constitutes our abundance. I have never wished to cater to the crowd, for what I know they do not approve, and what they approve I do not know. It is not so much our friends' help that helps us as the confident knowledge that they will help us. The art of living well, and the art of dying well are one. If the gods listened to the prayers of men, all humankind would quickly perish, since they constantly pray for many evils to befall one another. Never say that I have taken it, only that I have given it back. He who has peace of mind disturbs neither himself nor another. Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Don't fear the gods. Don't worry about death. What is good is easy to get, and what is terrible is easy to endure. Empty is the argument of the philosopher, which does not relieve any human suffering. The noble man is chiefly concerned with wisdom and friendship. Of these, the former is a mortal good, the latter an immortal one. Nothing is sufficient for the person who finds sufficiency too little. The fool's life is empty of gratitude, and full of fears. Its course lies wholly toward the future. To eat and drink without a friend is to devour like the lion and the wolf. We must, therefore, pursue the things that make for happiness, seeing that when happiness is present, we have everything, but when it is absent, we do everything to possess it. He who says either that the time for philosophy has not yet come, or that it has passed is like someone who says that the time for happiness has not yet come, or that it has passed. It is better for you to be free of fear lying upon a pallet, than to have a golden couch and a rich table and be full of trouble. Be moderate in order to taste the joys of life in abundance. The greater the difficulty, the more the glory in surmounting it. All friendship is desirable in itself, though it starts from the need of help. He who least needs tomorrow, will most gladly greet tomorrow. The time when you should most of all withdraw into yourself, is when you are forced to be in a crowd. If you wish to make Pythocles rich, do not add to his store of money, but subtract from his desires. Death is nothing to us, since when we are, death has not come, and when death has come, we are not. Let no one delay the study of philosophy, while young, nor weary of it when old. Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Misfortune seldom intrudes upon the wise man. His greatest and highest interests are directed by reason throughout the course of life. Vain is the word of that philosopher, which does not heal any suffering of man. I never desired to please the rabble. What pleased them, I did not learn, and what I knew was far removed from their understanding. I was not, I have been, I am not, I do not mind. If a little is not enough for you, nothing is. The most important consequence of self-sufficiency is freedom. We should look for someone to eat and drink with before looking for something to eat and drink. Nothing is enough to the man, for whom enough is too little. If the gods listened to the prayers of men, all men would quickly have perished, for they are forever praying for evil against one another. Of all the things which wisdom acquires to produce the blessedness of the complete life, for the greatest is the possession of friendship. If thou wilt make a man happy, add not unto his riches, but take away from his desires. It is not the pretended, but the real pursuit of philosophy, that is needed, for we do not need the appearance of good health but to enjoy it in truth. If a person fights the clear evidence of his senses, he will never be able to share in genuine tranquility. If you shape your life according to nature, you will never be poor. If according to people's opinions, you will never be rich. With the Epicureans, it was never science for the sake of science, but always science for the sake of human happiness. Contented poverty is an honorable estate. When you die, your mind will be gone even faster than your body. Men inflict injuries from hatred, jealousy or contempt, but the wise man masters all these passions by means of reason. Against other things it is possible to obtain security, but when it comes to death we human beings all live in an unwalled city. Death does not concern us, because as long as we exist, death is not here. And when it does come, we no longer exist. It is folly for a man to pray to the gods, for that which he has the power to obtain by himself.